CNC Music Factory on the Kiss Throwback. My name is Drew Kozub. Hope you're enjoying the throwback tracks because that's what's going to be happening from now until 6 o'clock. You're going to be hearing from Train, as well as, Jimmy Eat World is in the mix. This is a fun Thursday. It's also extra fun, too, because in addition to talking about throwback tracks, we're going to talk about a throwback movie. And I have a co-host joining me in the studio. Now, I am a huge fan of the Indiana Jones movies, but it could be said that there is no bigger fan, for sure in Manitoba, but amongst the world, than the person who's joining me in studio right now. His name is Les David. He's the owner of Hollywood Toy and Poster Company and also the curator and owner of the world's largest Indiana Jones Museum. And he's joining us in the studio right now. Hello, Les.
Stop, Drew. You're making me blush.
Well, I have to flatter you because I want the scoop. I want the story. You were at the premiere of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, one of the biggest blockbuster films of the year, and you got to see it before anybody else.
Yeah, but I can't talk about it. Sorry.
Okay, well,
thanks for the time.
This is a short interview, then, Les. Thank you so much. Okay, you got to give me a little bit of info. Let's start off with the background. How did you get invited to this very exclusive and prestigious event?
I would have to assume it's my collection and my museum and my 42 years of passion. But yes, one day I opened up an email. It was from Lucasfilm, titled Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny. I assumed it was like a spam or an advertisement. And I read this thing and literally had to read it 3 times because I thought someone was pranking me because it was an invitation to Hollywood, California, to the Dolby Cinemas to watch it first with the cast and crew on the red carpet.
Unreal. So that's the theater where all the big award shows like the Oscars is happening.
The Academy Awards are held at the Dolby, yep.
And the biggest movies that ever released, they do the premieres there. And you, a man from Winnipeg, Manitoba, gets invited to be among Hollywood's most elite.
I'm still trying to process that because I'm not sure how it happened. It's now happened, and I'm still processing of, wow, I'm the luckiest guy ever.
Okay, we're going to get a little review coming up shortly, but let's talk about the experience. What was it like to be there at this huge Hollywood premiere?
Surreal. I mean, you're standing on the red carpet. If you're in, you're in. You're not the guys on the other side of the fence. You're on the red carpet. So all the biggest names you could think of were within 10 feet of me walking by to head to the cinema. Harrison Ford, Spielberg, Lucas, the cast, John Rhys Davies, Ed Sheeran, is that my pronunciation?
Ed Sheeran was there?
He walked right by me.
Why was Ed Sheeran there? How did he get an invite?
I guess he makes the A-list, I guess. But yeah.
He is part of the A-Team. That was his big song when he first broke.
You're standing there going, how did I get here? How am I part of all of this? The costumes were there in glass cases. The Dial of Destiny, the MacGuffin, as Lucas nicknames him, the thing that Indy chases every film, was right there in a plexiglass case. The wallpaper where you get your, whatever you call it, where you can stand and get your picture taken, where all the celeb stuff, Entertainment Tonight, all those big, venues were there, interviewing them, recording them for TV and audio and whatever. And you're just standing there going, I don't understand how I'm here, but I'm going to soak it in. I'm home almost a week now. The film was a week ago today, and I'm still trying to take it all in.
1 week ago, you were hanging out literally with Harrison Ford, Steven Spielberg, and George Lucas, and now you're hanging out with Drew Kozub in the KISS studios. I feel flattered.
And my life is complete.
Okay, now, I know this is an anticipated movie for many, but I also know that you're very carefully guarded in terms of spoilers and stuff. So can you tell us a little bit about the movie while keeping still some things a surprise for us?
There's a beginning, a middle, and then there's an end. It's 2.5 hours. A new director, James Mangold, the guy who brought us Logan and Ford versus Ferrari.
I didn't know that.
Yep. And it is well-paced, well-scripted, well-acted. It is so much fun. I went through 2 buckets of popcorn, just glued to the screen, eating away. Some people, have been vocal about how much they didn't care for Crystal Skull. Leave all those worries at the door because we're right back on track. I'm still processing where I want to fit this.
Yeah,
in the
where
5.
does it rank?
I got to say, for me, it's number 2 or number 3. Like it was. I know, I'm going again on opening day next week, but it was so much fun. There's the part of it where Indy's now 70 years old, and where's his place in the world? We're in 1969. None of those are spoilers. They're in the trailer. Through a series of events, he ends up on one last adventure. And the best part is he gets to beat up Nazis again. So, I mean...
Classic Indy.
Classic Indy. That's where we started. That's where we're going to end. I mean, tear in the eye by the end of what a fitting, conclusion to the saga. And I can't wait to see it again.
Some people were apprehensive about the idea of the Harrison Ford de-aging part of it, making him look like young Indy. How did it work for you in the movie?
It works fantastic. Like any magic trick, if I'm looking to dissect it to figure out how it was done, you're going to take the magic away. How about you just run with it? So yes, if I stared and I was looking to see how well did they do it, I could pick it apart a little, but honestly, it is phenomenal. You would swear that is footage from back in 80-81 when they filmed Raiders of the Lost Ark. It is perfectly believable. Some of it is jaw-dropping that you're like, I can't believe this is technology that they mapped over, 81-year-old Harrison Ford to do that. And it's a long segment. It's, I'd say, 20 minutes long at least.
Really?
And they pull it off wonderfully.
Wow. What stands out most? If you had to pick one memory of what felt the most special, the most surreal, if I'm forcing you to pick one thing, what would it be?